we're at this free camp. It's the morning. We slept in this morning because we really needed it. We were so tired when we got here. And we're literally just on the side of the road. The place we were going to, the Hotel Eaton. We checked like the fees tab, which I hadn't checked. I just checked reviews and it said like that you had to like buy something and then stay. And we really didn't feel like it. We were so tired. We already had like the chickpea curry and the thing. So I remembered that this one was 10 minutes away. So we went here. We're still in Eaton, but it's like the Eaton Lookout or something. And they have really clean toilets up there. But we do have to stay on the side of the road. I'll kind of show you. And we managed to make a coffee with the coffee machine this morning. And we had a really strong one because we forgot that the coffee pod was in there. So we had instant coffee and coffee pod, and it was amazing. Tommy is in the toilet, not in the toilet. Tommy's on the toilet having a little clean up because there are no showers here. We're about to go see Tony's friend who's a mechanic, and he's going to have a look at the brakes for us just because we want to make sure everything's fine before we do head inland. And yeah, it's like hot out here, but it's not like as humid as I expected. Sorry if you can hear all the cars go by. There's a really nice view of a mountain in the background, and there were a few other cars parked up here last night. It felt like kind of weird last night because it was really windy, and I was scared that the van was going to fall off the edge here, and there's a main road down there, but it was all fine. And it was really raining hard last night as well, which was so cozy. I love sleeping to rain. But I woke up and this massive bug has somehow got inside of the mosquito net, and I really do not know how. Like, these holes are tiny. Like, it must have flown at such a speed because it smashed itself on the window. We're literally in the middle of the rainforest, it feels like. Look at those big mountains. I'm going for a wash. So they've got a tap which looks like you can drink out of, and then confusion. Feels so good to be back on the road again. There she is. Getting the brakes checked out. That's so cool. So we finished up with Aspen, the mechanic. He had a look at the car, he helped us out, cleaned out the brakes.
Sorted out the brakes, that was really gunky. Had a look at the air conditioning, said we need a new AC belt. And we're worried about the diff still as well. That's going to be the big thing. I'm hoping there's not going to be a future vlog where the diff is gone. It finally just cooks itself. But for now, we're just doing a sealant so it doesn't leak the diff oil too much. This is for the AC. That's the AC belt right there, that's what it looks like. And then there's this right here, which is the diff oil. If it leaks too much, I'll be just checking the level of it, and hopefully I can just squeeze a bit in if we really need to.
So we're gonna do the risky version, but also the more cheap version, which is just checking it every now and then.
This or $2,000 bill at least.
Which we did not have to spend right now. Yeah. Now we're gonna head to Ellie Beach. It's already pretty late because we were at the mechanics for quite a while. So it's 20 to 3 right now. I'm going for a shower. First hot shower in a while. We did some cooking last night. I'm excited for this shower. We got 2 lunches or dinners or even more because they're really fully packed. We're just leaving the best free campsite we've ever been to, and we're heading to the beach.
We're going to Townsville.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped in Home Hill Comfort Stop, I think it's called. Oh man, it was like a free 5-minute hot shower, which you don't realise how much you need as soon as you get in that hot shower. You're like, oh yeah, that'll do it. 5 minutes is the longest 5 minutes ever, it seems. We did all of our washing up there as well.
We found on the side of the road, we were literally saying that if we find eggs that come from a nice free-range place, it looks like they've got a good life.
So we decided that the only non-vegan thing we do for protein, really, Yeah.
Is eggs.
Is eggs. Like if we can find something like this.
Yeah. $5. Oh, I always love finding like little stores of fruit and stuff like this on the side of the road. It feels like this is way better than buying from a supermarket.
If you can do this near you, definitely do it, because it tastes good.
There was a lizard under the eggs and I thought that was scary. We got our eggs, let's go. We've arrived in Townsville. We were so excited for a swim.
Like an actual ocean swim.
Because last time we were here they had the nets for the jellyfish and we thought it would be the same this time, but now the water just looks really, really green and we can't see any swim nets.
Yeah, all there is just like vinegar bottles.
Yeah.
So just in case you do get stung,
you've got a vinegar bowl. And I don't know if we told you about last time we were in Townsville swimming in the lagoon. We were just swimming like normal and then I thought it was a leaf in the pool, but it turns out to be a massive poo. Right next to Tommy's face.
Yeah, it's pretty close to my face, yep.
So, safe to say we're not swimming in the lagoon again. But now we're gonna make some brunch or some breakfast. I think it's like 10:30. So I'm looking forward to that.
So we made it to the tablelands, which is why it looks so much like the UK or Sweden right now. We have been up here before, but we've only kind of come into it and then come back to the coast, whereas now we're going through it. So hopefully we'll see some new stuff. But we're going back to Mila Mila Falls, which I think is the Peter Andre waterfall. Mila Mila!
Mila Mila! Throwback to a year ago. We're driving through, I don't know, the middle of the country, and we've hit a place called Innot Hot Springs, which apparently has hot springs here, and I can see people like swimming in it. So I think we're gonna go check it out. It sounds really cool. It's like a thermal pool.
It's so nice.
And it looks really peaceful. And yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. We've been driving through the tablelands for an hour or so.
Yeah, how far inland are we? You can't even tell.
Yeah, well, there's no service here. It's like 5:30, and yeah, we're gonna keep going. We found a couple of free campsites that we're gonna check out and just kind of see how far we want to go. We don't really have like a place that we have to be by tonight, so we're gonna see if we want to stop at this one that's close or if we want to keep driving for a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna check out these hot springs now. I've never been to any hot springs before. Oh, ow! Oh my god, that's so hot. It feels so nice. It feels like we're in a hot tub, like in a spa.
How nice is that?
How is it this hot though?
It's like volcanic rock underneath. That's how they stay hot. What a find.
The sun's just about to go down. This feels like the kind of place you could pay like $200 for to spend the night and get to swim here. Oh wow guys, so that that Innot hot springs was so worth the stop.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was insane. It felt like we went to a different world.
Yeah. Yeah, it really did. It was warm enough. Like, it's when you run yourself a pretty hot bike, you're like getting in.
Yeah.
But then you get used to it and you get, oh.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I feel like I can fall asleep now. And we had it like basically all to ourselves. It felt like we found like a hidden gem, like an actual hidden gem. I've never heard anyone talk about it before.
Yeah, I can't believe we've never heard about it.
And it was totally free, and it was just like on the side of the road. There was a camp spot there, you could stay if you wanted to, you didn't have to. Definitely stop by.
If you're travelling inland, Queensland, definitely check this out.
It's near enough to Mila Mila, like the Tablelands, I reckon, maybe an hour from Mila Mila or so. Don't quote me on that. Now we're gonna drive to the petrol station and fuel up again. We're all set to head as inland as we can get until we're on the west coast.
Oh yeah.
Scary,
Well,
but
on
exciting.
the coast first, I guess.
Good morning, guys. We stayed at the close BP to the hot springs, but it's been really good. The sun's just going up. There's toilets here, and there's a shower. I'm not sure there's a hot shower or anything. But yeah, we're right next to the petrol station, and there's a lot of other campers here, which just makes it feel more safe. And we're gonna go to the hot springs this morning for a little wash, because I think we're doing a long drive inland today.
Hot springs.
I'm so excited to get back in those hot springs again, let me tell you. Look at all that steam. There's a first cow on the side of the road. Oh my god. They're just walking freely here.
That is pretty damn cool.
That is so weird. Also scary if you're driving at night and you don't see it.
Yeah.
Oh
He was crossing and he didn't care at all, right?
It was off-roading. This road isn't too bad, and I don't think we'll be on it here for long. We're literally so inland now, it's like every car we see, which isn't many, they wave because that's how little cars there are. We stopped for some avocado Vegemite toast. It was really good.
Probably one of the most Australian things that you could eat, thinking about it.
What's even worse was we pulled up next to a dead cow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know, when you gotta stop and eat, you gotta stop and eat.
And we stopped at the only fuel station, and I was hoping to use their toilet, and she was like,
No, it's only for customers.
And it was
So,
the last
that was a bit
toilet for like
rude.
60 kilometres. Did you say 60 kilometres?
yeah, it's not too much.
It's kind of harsh.
We're getting nervous that we're on the wrong road or something, because this isn't what we signed up for.
We're on some more gravel roads on this, where did we turn in?
Well, I don't know.
From Tully, Innisfail kind of area, all the way down to the Wesley highway, like that inland highway. And yeah, this is 4x4 country, so yeah, we're having a bit of a slow driving phase on our drive because it looks like this.
And there's holes everywhere.
Pretty shaky. We're hitting potholes and driving over gravel. If you're gonna come see the hot springs like we did, then you do have to deal with this kind of road. Kind of worth it as long as we don't break down. But we are in a 30-year-old van, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, hopefully we're coming up to a town soon because the tank soon needs filling up. Ooh, and there's a dead car.
That's what we could
That
be.
looks like an old ass car.
That's what we could end up like. Alright, pray for us. It's
Oh my god.
getting worse too.
It's getting worse. We just saw an emu. Oh.
One eternity later.
What is this? We're currently driving at 20 kilometers an hour. It's just started to rain. We can only see red dirt roads.
For the foreseeable future. anything to tell you that it's going to be like this.
Nothing. From now on, I think we're going to have to do like a lot of research about the roads that we're going to be driving on, because this is just road trash. Because this is just crazy. Like, this feels like this should be classed as a 4x4 road. I think it is. But we just didn't get any warning whatsoever. We'll let you know even when we get out of this. The rain's getting worse.
This is no road for a camper van.
No, definitely not. I fully thought we were going to get stuck in the dirt just there, and the rain is only going to make it worse. I'm so nervous. We see the end of the tunnel. Oh my god. This better be the last dirt road that Susie sees, because I can't believe we got through all those muddy fucking pools of water.
Let's try and brake.
That was scary actually. And there's no signal. There's been no signal for the past like 4 hours, so. Look how dirty Susie has got.
Oh damn.
I can't believe she made it though.
She definitely made it. Old little loser.
That's what it feels like. There's no indication on Google Maps that it's gonna look like this. Maybe this is why you need proper maps for Australia.
I don't know how much of this the van can take either.
Yeah. Oh my god, we made it. Hopefully.
To the next road.
To the next road. Hopefully there's no more dirt roads. Oh my god, that was so stressful.
Really hope.
It felt like a horror film because when we were out of it and then we saw the red dirt again and we were like, oh no, here we go again. Only to win it again. We've had to stop on the side of this road. It's like 29 kilometers to the nearest town.
It's not far.
Yeah, it's not far, but we're gonna use our first jerry. And the heat out here is so hot and it feels so dry. It's like we're in a totally different country to what we were in yesterday. Here we go.
She's thirsty. She's thirsty.
Oh, look how orange she is. There's nothing, guys.
There's nothing here.
Nothing here. And I'm editing now because we're in the last stretch of our drive. Got
the last 2.5 hour stretch.
Out of 9 hours, I think we've been going.
Yeah.
I've got this on because the sun is too bright and I'm editing. But we've been going since like my laptop closed itself.
There's no signpost.
The roads are really bad. We've been going since like 8 o'clock this morning. It's currently 20 to 6.
They're not lying when they say there is nothing here. There is nothing. Nothing.
It's definitely hotter in here. Like we're having to use the AC now.
We looked at the forecast and where we are, like all week the weather is just 38.
Hopefully the free campsite that we've looked up isn't full and we can stay there because they have toilets, which is a plus. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. We stopped at the rest area here between Concarry and Mount Isa. They had toilets and stuff. It was alright. There were other people there. We felt safe. But yeah, we were driving until 8:30 last night, so we were so tired. At one point in the, like it was pitch black outside and there was a cow on each side of the road and we were like, oh my god. And there was so many kangaroos like on the side of the road, so yeah, it was a really stressful drive.
Cool scenery right now though.
We made breakfast and now we're gonna head to Mount Isa, top up on supplies, and we're gonna try across the border today. Hey.
Sounds like they're pretty hot on the border passes at the moment. This morning we were trying to fix some issues with the van. First one was the thing that converts the solar battery power that we get from the sun to electric that you can plug in with a normal plug is just screaming like a little toddler. Like it's just not got any charge, but I can see it's got charge. Yeah, so we didn't fix that. And we didn't fix the fact that we need to check the diff oil because it's like the bionic man put the bung in last. I'm not that strong.
So we're going to try and pick up whatever the tools that we can use to open that. We made it to Mount Isa. We finally got signal again after
There's Super Cheap.
10 hours with no signal. We're heading to Super Cheap. We found something.
It's a ratchet and socket set. That's what they call it.
So we're at Outback Mount Isa. We just filled up with some drinking water. It's
hot.
very hot. We're gonna take showers. Apparently they have free cold showers or $2 hot showers if you wanna do that here. So that's what we're doing. Then Camel Wheel, which is the last fuel stop before the border, which is here. We're kind of nervous to cross the border.
A few moments later.
There she is. We made it to the Northern Territory. Yoo-hoo! And look at how
different it looks.
there's nothing either side. Let's go.
Can you take a photo as well?
Oh. How's it feel to be in the NT?
It feels amazing. It feels freeing. Not so different scenery-wise.
The border was basically, there's just a really nice woman there. She was like, where are you going? We were like, oh, up to Darwin and stuff. And she's like, you're not chasing any surf, are you? Because she saw the surfboards on the side. Yeah, it was actually pretty easy to cross as long as you haven't been in any hotspots. So
She didn't even ask for any photo ID.
I think it's going to be a different story on Western Street.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that sunset. Tommy's fueling up.
Horrendous.
Yeah, the flies are awful right now. And we've used so much deep, but they're just everywhere in your face the whole time. Yeah, we're about an hour away from our campsite. Hey guys. So we made it to our campsite for the night called Alligator Creek.
Nope.
Attack Creek. I thought it was Alligator Creek. And it's actually really nice. When we showed up, there was like a family with a campfire, and
Yeah, that was pretty cute to pull up to, especially
really
after that much driving.
and they have toilets. The toilets were kind of like gross though, but it's like a really big campsite with like different sections you can go into. So we're like in like behind a bush, kind of away from the road, and the stars are just so clear. And we're finally cooking.
Yeah.
Finally not too tired. So
Making a spag bowl.
yeah.
Haven't had one of these in a while.
And today we've
Classic.
just been driving like all day, filling
Yeah,
up.
on the way here we were driving in the night. There were these like huge, I guess they were like locusts or grasshoppers or something, but they were so quick, just falling out of the sky. It was like, reminded me of like a Disney film of the plague or something where there's just so many of them. I'm sure there's still like 200 on the front of our van.
No baby, do we have chocolate in there?
Yours now?
I don't want it, I'm scared. Why was there chocolate in there?
That'll be good.
Do you want some?
No.
I don't want it.
So this is what cooking looks like in our van.
I'm gonna put
We've
it
got 2 gas stoves there. That's the way we've been doing most things that we cook for dinner. If not, we pretty much eat everything fresh. Like breakfast is avocado on some bread, mostly sourdough bread. For lunch we've been doing like a kind of like 2 lunch things. One is like the coconut yogurt with the nuts and the berries, which is really tasty, and then we'll just have leftovers from whatever we had from the day before. But we're halfway through the Northern Territory right now,
Yeah,
in
literally
the
middle
Outback.
of the map.
Yeah, right in the middle, just north of Three Ways.
The lasagna is done. I mean, the
Oh my god, that is the
the
second
bolognese is kind of done. The lentils are kind of not done. We've got a spray bottle. Thanks Tony for the tip. When you spray it, you just put water in it. It cools you down instantly. It's been a saver.
Considering it's still like 26 degrees outside and it's dark.
Tomorrow morning we actually have some things to see. We're gonna try and hit up Elsie National Park. Maybe get all the way to Catherine. So yeah, we'll actually be able to see some stuff, not just do some driving tomorrow. Oh yeah. Okay, good night guys. So guys, that was the end of this week's episode of our big lap around Australia. I hope you enjoyed it. I know there was a lot of driving in this episode, but this was probably the most driving that's going to happen in one episode, because we went straight through Queensland and there wasn't that much to see in inland Queensland, let's be honest, other than roadkill. We got through it, and next week's episode is going to be a lot more action packed. We meet our friends like Lucy and Isaac in Darwin. We visit the national parks that we can visit by van, and all the many beautiful watering holes, hot springs and waterfalls. So there's lots of fun things to look forward to in next week's episode. So yeah, if you do have any questions, feel free to put them below, because Tommy and I have been meant to film our Q&A this whole trip, and guess what, we haven't got around to it. We keep saying that we're going to do it, but now I might as well ask you to ask some more questions, because you probably have some more questions. So if you do, feel free to put them in the comments below, otherwise I just go off the questions that you've asked previously. I have saved them all, don't worry, there will be a Q&A coming. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Because that's where I post a lot of our gorgeous travel shots that we get on this journey. Yeah, it would mean the world if you would like to support me and give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, it helps a lot. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.